God has been teaching me a lot this weekend. These chapters that we have been reading about creation and God's creation and creating us, it just makes you wonder, like it was his plan all this time. It wasn't the second plan or the third plan. It was his first plan for us. It's a whole like an eye opener for me. Like I didn't see it that way back in the day. You know, I read these chapters, I heard these stories. I'm wondering, like, what was going on through God's head, but at the same time, like, he had a perfect plan, and all that was part of it, and I was part of it too.
God has been teaching me a lot and reminding me this weekend of just his goodness and his sovereignty over my life and over life in general, and just reminding me that, like, he's gone before me and he will go with me, and everything that I do, he's already planned my steps. He already knows all the mistakes that I'm going to make. He's a sovereign God who loves me beyond all measure, and he's just been reminding me of that this weekend.
Well, I think for me, how God has been speaking to me this weekend is just to be still. I'm a person that always move and walking fast and learning how to slow down things for him.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about creation. I think it's good to stop for a minute and also just to be still, but it's also grasping the creation that God actually has made. And it's really a sight to see, and it's crazy to think about how God is working in our lives every single day in different kinds of moments. So it's kind of what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, this weekend, definitely a focus on rest and a focus on how to do that and how to appreciate God's creation. But at the same time, I feel like I have been around so many people that are encouraging me to just go and be on fire for Christ. And I'm just thankful for that. And and I'm excited to go home and continue to work in my ministry and work in our division and just impact people with Christ and allow the Holy Spirit to work alongside me and just to share that with everybody.
Something the Lord has taught me is that he has always been good, he is good, and he will be good, that I can trust him fully with everything, and that there is no shame, there is no fear when we are with God. Yes. Oh, and that we are very loved. Yes, okay.
I don't know, just the Lord's been teaching me to be more open, kind, and, accepting of everybody. And, God can do his miracles in, like, the craziest circumstances. So my testimony would be, this is like when I was born, but my testimony, it's part of my mom's as well. So I was born dead, and they had a talk with my mom saying that, I wouldn't make it this far in life. And they're basically pressuring her to sign papers to, like, put me to sleep. And she said no. And she said that she prayed day in and day out. And doctors, they're skeptical. And they said I wouldn't make it past 3 months. I don't know, just that testimony my mom shared with me is such a big part of, like, my life, and just being grateful for being here every day and just, having interactions with people. Just because, God did so much for somebody, and, sometimes I question him, like, why me? But it's all in God's timing on why he has a plan for us.
This weekend at Regen, the Lord has been teaching me so much about community and the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people and just building relationship with friends, but also with him.
Well, my testimony is I come from a rough background, and I didn't know much about God growing up. Why isn't things going my way, or how things not going, or wouldn't know everything I should have been doing.
I think something that God's been working with me on this weekend because I've been really stubborn like all of last year, and he's kind of been calling me out on it this weekend, which I was honestly really grouchy about. So you probably saw me potting around the camp if you were at Regen. But I'm definitely trying to be, and God's helping me to be re-surrendered to Him, especially when it comes to the things that let my brain wander to, and just, I guess, trusting Him with the unknown, even when it's like, oh no, I don't know what's gonna happen. But just kind of trusting Him in that. I'm definitely not good at it, but God willing, He's gonna keep working on me and it's gonna get better.
Something that God has taught me this weekend is that He's able to stretch me in ways beyond ways that I can stretch myself, and that with the power of the Holy Spirit and with the power of Him, I can do things that are greater than what my capacity is on my own.
This weekend, I was reminded that I am loved by God and that He forgives me even though I constantly mess up. Yeah, a lot. I do mess up a lot, and God still forgives me. Yeah, shout out Jesus.
God has been teaching me a lot about releasing it all to Him and a good reminder of you can be the change. You can change the cycle, and that He is faithful and merciful and just.
One thing I learned about camp is just enjoying nature and stuff. Well, not about camp, but about God. Like during my time at camp this weekend, just enjoying nature and God's like sovereignty over all of it, and just like kind of being in awe and wonder of His greatness and stuff, and just appreciating everything. And like that's one of my main things that I like about Wonderland Camp compared to other camps and stuff. It's just like you can enjoy the nature more and just walk around with your friends and just really appreciate everything. So yeah, that's my thing.
Every time I come back to Wonderland, I get reminded of how much I need the community that's here. And seeing all these friends that I made along the way helps me to recenter where God is in my life.
God has been teaching me a lot about finding the people who bring me a lot of joy and community and help me find wonder in gratitude and the little things.
God has been teaching me this weekend that no matter what comes my way, He is still faithful.
When we show gratitude and when we show our thankfulness to God, we need to be loud, we need to be proud, because what He's doing in our life we shouldn't take it for granted. It is beautiful and it is amazing and wonderful.